Now, full news source. This is ABC 27 News at noon.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm James Crummell. We expect to see history in the State House today. 4 gun-related bills are expected to pass in a place that has historically rejected any significant restriction on firearms. Dennis Owens joins us live now at the State Capitol with the details on that. Good afternoon, Dennis.
Good afternoon to you, James. And as you know, the Pennsylvania State Capitol has historically been a place where gun control legislation goes to die. A number of people who support those bills have rallied here year after year after year, mostly in vain, but they are very excited because today is the day for them. Moms demand action, ceasefire PA. Well, they're going to get some action today in the State House. We expect 4 bills to pass. 1, red flag laws, which would let someone petition the court to temporarily remove a gun from someone who is having mental health issues. Universal background checks are closing the gun show loophole. Number 3, requiring you report a lost or stolen firearm. And number 4, requiring the safe storage of firearms. Supporters of these bills say they're no-brainers, but critics insist these bills would actually do nothing to save lives. They would merely inconvenience responsible gun owners. As I said, it's expected to pass the State House today, but there is a big sticky wicket for these supporters, and that's the Republican-controlled Senate. It is not likely the Senate will follow the House's lead.
We can no longer tolerate as a state that we do nothing on this issue. So I'm hopeful that my Senate colleagues will see that and will move in the direction of passing these pieces of legislation that continue to protect constitutional rights but make a difference to reduce gun violence.
The fact that these bills are now moving in the State House is very significant. James, you used the word historic. That is true. That is the word these folks are doing, but it is a long ways away from getting across the goal line. Governor Josh Shapiro would sign it if it could pass the Senate. So lots of negotiations to go on this. I do have a question into the state Senate to see what their stance is on it. I'll have that a little bit later. We'll be reporting on that in our newscast later. Remember, James, the Pennsylvania Constitution, when it comes to guns, more liberal than the U.S. Constitution. Owning firearms, quote unquote, shall not be questioned, says the Pennsylvania Constitution. That's a pretty tough bar for people trying to restrict any guns. That's the story from the State Capitol. James, let's send it back to you.
All right, Dennis Owens live there at the State Capitol. Thank you very much for that.